Most thumb drives are pretty slow, but Kingston's new Dual Portable SSD is a small SSD disguised as a flash drive. This promises speeds all the way up to 1000 megabytes a second, so this is going to be a great option if you need to move gigabytes and gigabytes of files back and forth between a tablet, an iPhone, an iPad, and if you want something that you don't have to deal with any extra cables. So this is going to be great if you need to move lots of 4K footage or photos incredibly fast. So in this video, we're going to talk about the Kingston Dual Portable SSD, do some speed tests, and see who this is for, and if you should go for a more traditional SSD instead. Before we go any further, I do want to say Kingston sent me this for free to review. They've got no input in this content, and this is just based on my thoughts after using this and testing this. When I first got this out of the box, it was pretty funny to me because it looks just like any old Kingston thumb drive. So you got a USB-C port on one side and a USB-A port on the other, and unfortunately they kept the annoying little plastic caps on it that you're sure to lose. So I wish there was some way to keep the caps attached without having to throw them off and store them somewhere, so you're definitely going to lose these eventually. But what's nice about the Kingston Dual Portable SSD is that you don't have any cables to deal with, so you can plug this directly into your computer or an iPad or your iPhone. Unfortunately, I did find the USB-C port to be a little bit shallow if you're using a case on your iPhone, so it wasn't actually able to fit in my iPhone case, but this had no problem being seen on an iPhone, an iPad, or my computer as well. It does come pre-formatted in exFAT for the best cross-platform compatibility, and when I was testing the speeds on this with my Mac Studio, I was hitting speeds of about 700 to 850 megabytes a second, which is a little bit lower than what they promised. If you do switch over to the USB-A port, you're going to be hitting speeds of about 400 to 500 megabytes a second. While this is slower than the promised speeds, I was still able to move 50 gigabytes of files onto this in about a minute and 20 seconds, and I was able to move a 100 gigabyte folder in about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So if you're moving over 50 gigabytes of files, you will notice that the speeds on this do slow down a bit due to the cache and also due to the smaller size of this. This definitely gets warm to the touch, but it doesn't feel like some of those older thumb drives that would get toaster oven hot whenever you touch them. So I think they did a pretty good job at allowing the heat to dissipate from this, and it doesn't get too hot, but it definitely does slow down if you're moving a large amount of files. But a standard USB 3.1 flash drive that's not an SSD would probably take about 10 minutes to move a 50 gigabyte file. So this SSD class drive is going to do it way faster, which is going to be great if you're recording on your phone and you need to move a ton of files over to your computer and you don't want to have a bulky SSD. I think the biggest drawback to this though is the fact that that USB-C port should have been extended farther on this. That way it could fit in more phone cases. And this is a very common issue I see with pretty much any small USB style thumb drive is they just don't want to fit in every single phone case. There are some little USB extenders that you can purchase as well, and that would be another way that you could make this work a little bit better. The Kingston Dual Portable SSD does retail for about $125 if you get it in the 512 gigabyte capacity, and you can also get it in 1 or 2 terabytes, which makes this an amazing option if you need to back up files very quickly, or if you want to just move them from one device to the next without having to deal with a larger SSD and a cable. And you get a 5-year warranty with the Dual Portable SSD, which I think is very generous. Most SSD companies give anywhere from 2 to 3 years. So Kingston is definitely standing behind the quality of this drive. One thing I did notice though is this is a little bit wider than I would like it to be, and if I plug it into my MacBook Air, you can actually only use one USB-C port on the side of it, so that's a little bit of a letdown. I really like this for storing completed projects, or if I've got some files on one computer that I just want to move over to another real quick. I also did some tests editing videos on this using Final Cut Pro. It had no problem handling 6K footage. But I would say this isn't a drive I would be buying for the purpose of video editing because this could run into some throttling if you use it all day long due to the smaller size and the poor heat dissipation. So overall, I think this is a great option if you're looking for something that's in the body of a flash drive that you can move gigabytes and gigabytes of files, especially if you're constantly swapping between multiple laptop computers or if you're going back and forth from mobile and desktop and you really just want quick file transfers. The Kingston Dual Portable SSD is fast. You can move gigabytes and gigabytes of files to it, but I would say skip this if you're looking for something that you're going to edit on a computer all day long. That's really not what this drive is designed for. It's also not really designed for gaming as much as it's designed as a way to easily transfer files back and forth from a phone to a computer, or a computer to a tablet, or one device to the next without having a bulky SSD or dealing with the slower transfer speeds of older flash drives. If you're interested in the Kingston Dual Portable SSD, I'll have links to buy in the description below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content.